Evan with Green Thumb Organic Lawn Care here. We're at a potential customer's lawn we're just going to refer to as RD's lawn. The lawn is primarily fescue. We have some nimble will, looks like, and maybe some Bermuda in as well. So it's going to be a mixed lawn. We've got a few weeds. We've got some chickweed. We've got a decent amount of clover, some henbit. Pretty much your basic run of winter weeds kind of throughout. It looks like, you know, they have tried to establish a fescue lawn here. We've got quite a bit of it. It's just the Bermuda's been fighting it. So what we do here, it's a customer preference thing. We can leave the Bermuda, which is what browns out in the summer. And I think there's a little bit of nimble in here as well. That browns out in the summer. I'm sorry, in the winter, but it greens up in the summer. So we can leave it mixed so it's nice and green in the summer and just feed the Bermuda and the fescue and just get it all as green and lush as it can be and keep the weeds out. Or we can come back late this summer and kill anywhere that has Bermuda in it, which would probably be, just to make sure we get it all, just the whole front yard and most of the backyard. Just we could avoid the side yard here. Another thing that's in here, you'll see this kind of lime green grass coming up in patches, like right here. That's Poa trivialis. That's a winter grass that comes up when it's winter and kind of tries to take space up and sometimes crowds out the fescue and then goes dormant when it gets warm, probably about May. So then it would brown out, and if we have enough fescue here, it'll stay green, or will look green for the summer months. But the best way to compete with that, since you can't selectively take it out, like this here and all this here, is just seed through it real heavily, so with fescue, so that when it goes brown, there's something green there to replace it. It looks like we've got some freshly seeded areas here as well. I'm sure due to this construction here. I know you're probably not wanting to get this building wet, so that's probably why you're waiting on watering, but you probably already know it's as soon as you could, I would try to get these seeds to come up, because as we get closer to the warm months, the window is closing as we speak, as far as when seed will come up and last through the summer. When we get close to these summer months, if you don't have enough time to get your roots mature enough to be able to withstand the heat and drought of the summer, you'll lose this grass that's planted now. We really want to try to get this in September or October if we could, but I understand you're in a pinch because of the building and stuff. So right now, if you started watering today, I would expect to just lose a little bit of this due to the summer months. But if you wait, let's say another month, then I would predict that you would lose all of this due to drought. So just as soon as you could, I would get some water on it and keep it on it until it comes up good, and then figure out a watering program from there. So that takes up majority of the backyard, and inevitably we will have some straw that starts growing in here. It's just a penalty for using straw, but it's an annual, so we'll just deal with it this first year, and it shouldn't be much of a problem next year. So that's what's going on. And again, so here's some Bermuda. I don't know what's going on in here. I'm just going to assume that there's probably Bermuda in there as well. So probably from about this bush to that, wipe out this whole backyard, kill it all if you want a pure fescue lawn, like a showcase style 100% one type of grass lawn. That's what we would do. If that's not a concern of yours, a mixed lawn, then we'll just make it as healthy as possible, keep the weeds out, and go forward from there. So you've got decent sun here in most areas. A little bit of shade back there in the back, but doesn't look too dense. So it looks like we do have potential to have a very nice lawn here. So we'll leave it at that. Evan with Green Thumb out.